Alright guys, how's it going? We're gonna go this way. So, what are we gonna talk about today? I got one. So, by now, you guys will have seen the weight loss video, and if you haven't, you need to. And then, hopefully you saw what I eat in a day, which it's not really that interesting, but it kind of gives you an idea what other runners might eat. That was on a regular rest day, not eating day. So I say all that to say you've probably noticed that I'm a drinker. I like to have some beers here and there, and drinking is a hot topic in the running community. I'm talking alcohol here, in case you hadn't picked up. So, do you drink while you're training? Do you drink at all? Do you quit drinking while you're training? Do you cut back? If you do drink, what do you drink? Are some things you drink better than other things that you drink? And so on and so forth. So, here are my thoughts. As if you wanted them, hey, you're here, so you must want them. If you are serious about the race that you're training for, and when I say serious, I mean you're trying to PR, you're trying to place, whatever. It would be in your best interest not to drink. And I'm sure that is not earth-shattering information, but it is a tough pill to swallow sometimes. And I'm speaking from experience. In my experience, I've done a little of everything except probably straight up quit drinking. And a little history about me and drinking. I like to drink beer. I'm a craft beer drinker. So I don't like to just slam Keystones and Coors Lights. Don't get me wrong, I will drink them. Water beer, as I call them. But I enjoy trying new and different kinds of beer. So I'm surrounded by people that drink. There's a touch of alcoholism in my family tree. And so sometimes I wonder if there's a touch in me. Because I have tried to quit drinking before. And if I had $1 for every time I said, that's the last time I'm going to drink, I'd be rich. So, I have gone anywhere in terms of running and drinking, from being drunk the night before a run, it's the one I told you guys about, to not drinking a week or two leading up to a race. So that's kind of the spectrum I'm dealing with here. Like I said, my advice, if you're serious about it, you want to PR, you want to perform well, I wouldn't drink leading up to that, during your training, really. But the best luck I've had is not drinking the week of the race. That's my compromise. When I want to do well, and I know I'm not going to quit drinking, I won't drink the entire week of the race. And that's usually like when I buckle down, eat well, that sort of thing. Now, is that gaining me anything? Yeah, a little bit, obviously. Every little bit's going to help. But I could certainly be training better leading up to that week if I weren't drinking at all. Drinking oftentimes will make you feel sluggish. It keeps you from hydrating with what you should be hydrating with, which would be water, maybe some beet juice, anything with electrolytes, that sort of thing. So if you're drinking alcohol, you're probably not drinking what you should be drinking. So there's some argument that some drinks are better than others. Like I said, I'm a beer drinker. Probably wouldn't be my first choice if I were advising someone on what they should drink over what they shouldn't drink. A lot of people will tell you any clear alcohol, like a vodka, would be a little better for you. Those are lower in calories. I don't know. I'm not a huge vodka drinker. I will drink some every now and then, but I get myself in trouble. I don't pace myself very well with hard alcohol. I have in the past, not that week, but leading up to, stuck to vodka and sparkling water. You guys saw that in what I eat in a day. I drink a lot of sparkling water. So a little bit of vodka in that, if you just are looking to catch a buzz. That's something that is not going to get you in a ton of trouble. My problem is if I'm drinking, I don't get a ton of satisfaction out of that. And so I'll just drink more of it. And I couldn't tell you what the satisfaction is, but to me, that's where I think that little touch of alcoholism comes in. There's satisfaction in a beer. I don't know. Those of you that do drink, and maybe you quit drinking leading up to a race, I have good news for you if you've never been to a race. Many races, at least the bigger ones, will have a post-run beer. And nothing tastes better, if you're a drinker, than that post-run beer. Even if it's not good beer, and it's usually not. There's one run that I do occasionally, and that's the beer and bagels. Oh, so good. Highly recommend. It's all you can drink, and I've got a pretty good buzz after that run before. All you can drink, obviously bagels and chili, and it's good craft beer. Nebraska local craft beer. So that's pretty awesome. Other drinks. Bloody Mary. It's going to have some vodka in it. It can be kind of good after a run. It's got that pickle juice. At least any Bloody Mary I drink or make has pickle juice in it. And that's really good. Feels good. High sodium. Replenish what you sweated out. That sort of thing. So, anyway. Do I advise you to quit drinking when you're training? Yes. Do I quit drinking when I'm training? No. Would I like to quit drinking while I'm training? Yes. One thing I found to kind of compromise, and I just started this, is a craft beer that's non-alcoholic. And I'm going to do a review on it, and I'll tell you guys all about it. But it's got that really good craft beer flavor, but there's less than 0.5% of alcohol in it. And the two kinds that I drink, one has 60 calories and one has 50. Other beers that I drink range from 95-ish to like 150 if it's a full flavor beer. So coming in at 50 calories and getting that satisfaction of a good craft beer, that's a big win. Other things that are kind of compromise would be those spritzers that have got really popular. I like Leinenkugels makes one. They got like a grapefruit, raspberry lemonade. Those are a little lower calorie. I think they're like 4% alcohol. And those are really good. They're light, so they don't give you that bleh, sluggish, gross feeling that drinking a full flavor beer would give you. And they're kind of along the lines of like the vodka soda. They're carbonated. My brother calls them alcoholic butt waters. There's a lot of different kinds of those. The Henry's, would be one kind. Vizzy is a new one. Those are good. If you like fruit juicy flavor, those Vizzies are really good. Bon Vive, I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's got 2 mermaids on the front. Those are like a spritzer, and those are pretty good. White Claw. I know there's a lot of jokes on that. I've honestly never had White Claw, but that would be another one. Truly. I think I've had one of those. I didn't much care for it, but I know that's pretty popular. And then these days, there's a lot of craft beers coming out with lower alcohol and low calorie beers. I know Goose Island has one. Boulevard, if you're in the Midwest, they have one. Man, there's a bunch of them, and they're, usually under 100 calories, and they're pretty good. Blue Moon just came out with one. I don't know what it's called, Light Sky or something like that, and those are pretty good. So if you don't want to completely give up drinking, or you'd have a really tough time doing that in your social circle, like I get that. So those are a few things that you can compromise, where you're still getting the satisfaction of having a drink with your friends, with your family, but you're not drinking that full flavor, weigh you down booze that maybe you would normally drink. The other thing that might help you cut back a little bit, and I touched on this a little bit in my weight loss video, is tracking it. Track it in MyFitnessPal. It's an easy one because you can scan the barcode on the can, adds it, tells you how many calories it is, and it'll keep track of your calories for the day. And if you're drinking, whew, man, going up a hill. If you're drinking and you're scanning each can, you see those calories add up. Ching, 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 ching. And it does not take long before you're like, holy cow, I just drank an entire meal's worth of calories. And that can be a real eye-opener, and it'll really help you kind of mentally cut back. What else? Of course, there's always you could go beer, water. I have a tough time doing that, but kind of help you slow yourself down a little bit. Or just cut back to, only drinking on the weekend, or just your one day that you allow yourself to enjoy a drink. Whatever helps you out. But like I said, I definitely recommend you not drink if you're training. I know that's not possible for everybody, and it's very, very difficult for me. So those are just a few tips to help you cut back while still enjoying yourself if quitting really is not an option. Don't beat yourself up about it. If you can't do it, or you struggle to do it, but you recognize that you need to cut back, get the lower alcohol content, drink a little less, switch up to something a little less calorie dense, and you'll still reap some of those benefits that you would if you weren't drinking at all during your training. So those are my thoughts on drinking while you're running. I hope it helps you out. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If this video helped you out, make sure you hit that like button and comment if there's something that I missed, if you think I'm full of crap, or if you completely agree. Leave a comment, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.